Hello world. It's Monday the 26th of January and we're looking at a forecast for the regional gliding soaring contest, Western Cape soaring regional contest at Worcester airfield for tomorrow, Tuesday the 27th of January. I've got some slightly different weather tomorrow, so I thought I'd start off with a slightly different picture. So we're going to look at the cloud first, and as you can see we actually have some cloud for tomorrow. This is 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock, midday. Worcester's here, so there should be some cloud visible coming up from the Philiostor by midday. 1 o'clock local time, as you can see it's hitting Riversdale, Herbertsdale. 2 o'clock there's some cloud at Swellendam, but it's still quite flyable. 3 o'clock Swellendam is getting close to being cut off. 4 o'clock Swellendam is cut off. There's some cloud at Robertson, but it's still quite high. And by 5 o'clock, cloud at Robertson is getting quite close down onto the ridge. 6 o'clock, and things are pretty much cut off. Let's look at some wind. I'll go straight on to surface wind. And it's a familiar picture. Starts off light winds, southwesterly wind. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock it starts picking up. 12 o'clock it's a bit stronger. We're now seeing some winds that are approaching 10 knots, surface wind. 1 o'clock and we got 10 knots. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and things are looking quite decent on the northern ridges up to Glen William, and a little bit late to be on the eastern ridges. That's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, things are getting a bit rough at Robinson. Porterville still looks good. Tulbach still looks good. Some evidence of a sea breeze there. 6 o'clock if you're very late, and then the sea breeze has hit Tulbach. So we've got options to go north. Let's look at one thing first, and that is, we'll change to boundary layer average wind. No, let's go for thermaling height, and we'll go back to midday, and you can see we can already be launching at midday at Worcester. Let's go back. 11 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock, not quite. So I'm not sure why things started so late today. I didn't see it in the forecast last night, and I don't see a late start in tomorrow's forecast, but there might be something that I'm missing. I'm trying to get some feedback from the airfield to find out exactly how things are going. We can look at some Some charts from the legacy forecast. These are high resolution. I'll start off looking at the cloud. That's 11 o'clock. Should be visible on the Rafisona in mountains. By 2 o'clock, it's coming over the airfield, over Vic Peak. And by 5 o'clock, there's significant cloud over Robertson and some convergence over the valley. This is just something to keep an eye on. If the cloud tomorrow develops faster or slower than the forecast, then you can expect the rest of the forecast to be equally late or early, if I put it that way. Just looking at some T5 grams also for tomorrow. That's tomorrow Worcester at 11, which shows we should be able to launch quite early. 2 o'clock, it's looking good. Tilbach, these winds are quite slow, but there's a lot of energy. I think that could make for some quite fast flying. Porterville, likewise. Clanwilliam, Renosterhoek. That looks pretty decent, but the wind speed's still a bit low. Claver, then by 5 o'clock it's cooling off. Renosterhoek, Clanwilliam, but Porterville should be no trouble getting home at 5 o'clock, and also Tilbach to get back to Worcester. If you go east, Robertson's fine at 2 o'clock. Swellendam at 2 o'clock is still doable. There will be some cloud. Riversdale maybe, but it dies off quite quickly as you get a bit later into the day. That's Riversdale at 5, Swellendam. Robertson just about to be cut off. It's you could sneak over the spur according to this, but there's quite a lot of cloud above that. Fires seem to have abated a little bit. Thanks. I hope those of you who managed to fly today, I see the club class got cancelled unfortunately, but the open class flew and had a good task. It was perhaps a bit calm in the valley at the last turning point, but people managed to work around that. Fly safely and have fun, and I will talk to you again. Thank you.